I'm not going to point fingers. You know, I've been just as bad as anybody else, but that was a good story.
And Rudy, you don't have any of those from Ozzy Osbourne.
Yeah, early on when we started touring with Ozzy, because we used to draw this really mostly male fans from Black Sabbath, because Ozzy has not established himself as a solo artist yet, and some of them were a little crazy, you know, and they used to throw like the bats on stage and frogs and decapitated cattle heads and and yeah, on stage. And so when we would finish the show, they would wait for us outside, in the backstage area to get a glimpse of Ozzy, and they would just like put him in the bus, and the bus would drive away, but the bus would get demolished by the crowd, So it was decided from that point on to just go from the stage straight to the bus, not even turn the lights on yet, because people are waiting for more music, like second encore.
That's a trick.
And when we were like out of the city limits, we get a walkie-talkie and say, okay, turn on the lights, and then we were safely about 5 miles away from the venue.
Ozzy has left the building.
Exactly, yes.
The Elvis deal. So what has changed the most for you guys and for fun? What has changed the most for you from those days to what happens today? Obviously,
The girls.
The girls. In what way? In what way?
Well, most of them are married now.
With grandkids.
We're not as loud anymore as we used to be. Back in the day, every single amplifier that you see on stage was on 11, monitors hanging from the ceiling because you couldn't hear each other, And now it's more sensible on stage. I mean, it might be still loud in the audience, but on stage it's not. We have in-ears and monitors and all of that.
But you have competition, because I heard, if you were there, the Iron Butterfly show the other night was probably the loudest concert. Were you guys there for Revelations? But you liked it, right? Loud? No. Make it louder? Put it up to 11? Oh. It's too loud, you're too old. I'm not saying it's loud for me, I'm saying somebody recorded it.
Yeah, fortunately, all of us who either played or been to the concerts, like we've all had, we're deaf now.
Deaf.
We're deaf.
The older we get, the less we hear.
It's not a problem.
There's no problem at all.
What?
And loud but fantastic, Family Stone, of course, especially when you're doing Dance to the Music and those hits. How does it feel to be out there in all that full costume and really just cranking that music out for this audience?
The sound systems are much better today than back in the late 60s. There was no monitors to speak of. So, performing the music now, I enjoy it. It's a lot of fun. It's very, it's powerful. Where back then, you really couldn't hear. I mean, if the audience was like, something like Woodstock was overwhelming, but just the average show is much more enjoyable. I think for people in the audience too. The sound production is great, this whole thing here is beautiful production.
And how did you get out of Woodstock? Were you able to leave, or did they helicopter you out, or did you?
Yeah, same way we got in a helicopter. That was flown back. You couldn't go, all the roads were blocked, so that's why they had the helicopters.
And it was muddy and raining, obviously.
That too.
So next year it's the 50th anniversary of Woodstock.
Yeah, there's actually some exciting things. I've actually probably not. I shouldn't talk about yet because they're not come to fruition. But there's a lot of talk about some special things to happen for the 50-year anniversary, and I actually found out there might be 2 of them. Michael Lang, the original promoter for Woodstock, the one that we all know, he's doing something, and then I also heard from someone up at Bethel Woods, is where the new outdoor venue is on top of the hill, where the original Woodstock was held, said they're doing one too. So there's going to be a couple events, I guess, for the 50 year.
And we have a Bethel Woods exhibit here this week, so you can stop by and see it and see some of the memorabilia and hear the stories.
It's way different now. Bethel Woods now is not like it was in the original Woodstock.
No.
It has roads, real bathrooms. They have about 25 beer stands and steak stands and stuff. You can lay down, you can take a nap, you know. It's nothing at all like the original mud swamp place that we originally played.
All right. Before we close out fun, I want to ask you, did you feel a natural progression to get into the band and to sing and carry on the legacy and do what you do? Was that always a dream for you? And you're obviously making it happen.
I've always loved music and performing, and so this was just like the way to go, you know? It was meant. That's why I'm here.
The mama told me, mama said, I'm waiting till I feel fun's ready, and then I want her to be the female lead. And I said, you tell me when, and she did, and they were on the road together for over a year. So it was her mama's choice. It was her mama's baby.
And what advice does your dad give you about what you do? Obviously, he's aware and knows what you do, and maybe has seen your performance. Any tips he might give you, or?
He hasn't given me any tips, but he has told me that he's very proud of me, and so that's pretty much it.
That's his baby.
Well, I want to thank our stars here today, the Family Stone, Jerry Martini, Federico Fun, Gissu, Gary Peterson, drummer, Derek Sharp, lead vocals, guitar, Rudy Sarzo, bass, Leonard Shaw. You guys are at Fun. We'll be signing autographs, but it's going to be outside the theater. So we'll have tables set up for you. One more time, out of a hand for our stars. I want to tell you tonight. The Family Stone will have their show tonight at the pool stage, and tomorrow at 3 p.m. at the pool stage. And you can see the Guess Who tomorrow night, 9 p.m. for silver card holders right here in the Celebrity Theater. One more time, thank you very much for our guests, and thank you for coming. I'm going to turn it over to Jason.
Hey everybody, if you're interested in autographs, you're going to